So, you received your Seint Beauty order in the mail. You unboxed it. It looks beautiful. You have everything in your compact, and you're ready to put on your first application of Seint Beauty makeup. And you look down, and here's all these brushes, and you're like, which one do I use? What goes where? You're totally confused. It's all right. It's normal to be a little confused. In today's tutorial, I'm going to show you which brush is the correct brush to use. And I'm going to do that by putting on my makeup, and I'm going to use several of these brushes and give you reasons why they work or why they don't work. So, if you're not familiar with me, my name is Mindy. I'm from Mindy Over 50, and my channel is all about makeup, beauty, skincare, and lifestyle for the over 50 woman. As you're watching this today, if you're getting value out of it, I would love to have you hit that little subscription button and click the little bell so that you're updated every time I upload a new video. And without further ado, let's get started with the video. Good morning, everybody, and welcome. Happy Friday. It's my name is Mindy. I'm from Mindy Over 50, and I'm an independent Seint Beauty artist. I'm just coming on here today. I'm going to do two things. I'm going to go ahead and apply makeup today, but we're also going to talk about brushes. I've had quite a few of you ask me or tell me, I don't know which brush to use where, what's it for, that kind of stuff. Hey, Valerie. And so we're going to just talk about that today. I have a few of our Seint branded brushes here, and I'm going to put on my makeup and use several of them and just show you the difference between one and the other. Okay, if you're not familiar with our Seint Beauty makeup, it is a cream-based makeup, and it is customized to your own skin color. So this is the palette that I'm going to be using today. These are all individual. I just stuck them in this little palette so that it would be easy for me to use. When I color match you, and that, by the way, if you do start using Seint Beauty and you want to use the foundation, you need to be color matched, and an artist can do that for you. I can do that for you. I usually color match you to two different, we call these highlights. In industry terms, they're like foundations, okay? But we call them highlights. This is your main, and this is the one that's closest to your own skin color. This one is a couple shades lighter. It's called a brightener. We have a contour, we have a bronzer if you like, and we have a couple lip and cheeks. I may not use these today. I have another one. I think I'm going to use this one right here, but we'll get to that in a bit. This compact holds 12 tins, 6 on the top and 6 on the bottom. Or if you're going to use them for your powder eyeshadows, 2 eyeshadows is the same size as a regular full-size tin. So you could fit 12 shadows in here. Okay. Right now, I prepped my face this morning already, but it's kind of puffy today. Yeah, I'm kind of puffy and I'm red. I don't know why, but it just is. And so we are going to, hi Michelle, I'm going to color correct today, okay? And get rid of some of this red underneath so that my foundation and my makeup will look better, okay? You can see, if you don't know me, I'm 67. I have a lot of skin imperfections, a lot of them, okay? A lot of acne scarring here. I have a lot of wrinkles, and I have a lot of texture. You can see my pores. As we get older, I mean, you're going to have texture. There's no way around that. That's nature. That's the way God made us, I think. And so we're just going to go with that, work with that, and kind of just enhance what we already have, all right? So with that being said, I'm gonna start with a color corrector. And you can see a lot of, like, I have some broken capillaries here, and my redness actually is more on the purple side, which means it has some blue in it. And to color correct that, we go to the opposite side of the color wheel. So what's opposite blue is like orange. So this color right here looks orange. It's called Mango. I'm gonna put this on, and it's gonna help to diffuse some of that. And the first brush I'm going to use, this brush is absolutely perfect for doing color correcting because, hi Jen, because it is called the blend brush. This end is very light and kind of fluffy, okay? It's got some density to it, but it's more fluffy. This end is, of course, shorter and it's a little more dense. This brush is perfect for light applications. If you just want something light, I'm going to take this. I don't have very much on there, okay? And I'm just going to start just kind of stippling this wherever I am red. How's everybody today? My one friend says shorter and more dense like me, laughing out loud, like all of us. Okay, so my skin looks a little bit orange, and that's okay. That's how it is supposed to look. And if you have things like acne scarring, rosacea, just real redness, this color is great. Sometimes you will even have really dark underneath your eyes here, and that's got like blue in it too. So Mango is great. Sometimes if it's really dark under your eyes, you might want to take this and just lightly press here, but you don't want to swipe it on and have a real thick amount of this, because it's going to be too warm. It's going to make your skin look orange and warm if you get too much on. So blend brush is great for just putting this light, we call it a light dusting, okay? And it's cream makeup, but I don't feel anything. It's not sticky. There's nothing on my hands. It is very, very, very light, okay? And I even forgot to start with my primer, my Stay Spray right here. I forgot to do that, but you can use our Stay Spray as a primer. You're just going to like spray 1, 2, 3 on a Perfector sponge and just wipe this all over your skin. I usually do it 3 times. Spray, wipe, and spray, wipe. And your skin is covered. Let it dry. Takes a few minutes. And it's a good primer, and it will keep your makeup on all day. We'll use this afterwards, okay? Since I forgot to before. All right, so I am going to start with contour this morning. Now, you can put it on in any order that you want, whatever's easiest for you. But since we're demonstrating brushes, and it's easier for new people to understand that we do one layer. In other words, we put things where they need to be. We don't put foundation all over our face and then go back and put contour on our face and then put, you know, everything else. It's one layer. It's designed to be one layer makeup. So I'm going to start with my contour, which I'm using Astoria right here. And before I do that, I'm going to talk about a few brushes. These two brushes are my absolute favorite. Those people that follow me in that, they know that I recommend these two brushes right off the bat. These are the two that I started with 2 years ago when I first found the makeup, and I could only afford two. I bought these and they worked wonderfully. They took care of everything that I needed. The first I'm going to say is the detail brush, okay? It's got a flat side, and it is, you can see like that, it's got a sharp edge. The nice thing about this is you can scrunch it, and it can be a really nice nose contour. You can put a line here with it. You can also blend. This side right here is wonderful for like getting in smaller areas in around your eyes, okay? So that one is perfect. I like this one for blending, okay? This is the more fluffier end. It's good for bronzing. That's why they call this the blush and bronzer brush. This is perfect. When you'll see when I get ready to either bronze or put my blush on, I'm going to use this shorter end, the shorter and more dense end. But it's great for just pouncing and blending, okay? This one is great for our bronzer because we can just kind of sweep it on, okay? It's a light, it will also give light coverage. The next brush I want to talk about is our 3D brush. This one is going to give full coverage. These two also are going to give medium to full coverage, all right? This one is going to give full coverage. You can see the end is packed thick with bristles, and it's dense. Also the bottom, it's dense. It's unlike this one. This one is fluffy. This one is dense. Anything that's dense and shorter is going to give probably medium coverage, or and this is, makeup is buildable. So you can start with very, very light, and you can always add to it, okay? Then we have the buff brush. That one's right here. This one, again, is going to be more medium to full coverage. This is really great for the side of your face because it's angled. This is great for blush, for anything. Actually, you can use it for your foundation too, because it can easily get in here underneath your eyes. This is the same, and it's a smaller end, okay? This one will fit nicely here. All right, and then of course we have, before I get to the eyeshadow brushes, this brush is wonderful. I use it every day. This is called the Multitasker Brush. The top of it is, I'm going to get close so you can see. Here's the side view of it. It's a, I believe it's a synthetic brush, and it's very stiff, okay? I use it for lining, okay? This end is really tiny. You can use this for if you have broken capillaries or little spot coverings that you need to do, like color correcting. You can use it there. You can use it for eyeliner. You can use it for your lip liner. Anything that you need something really small and tiny, this tip is very stiff, and it's great. And then we have our liner brush, okay? This has a, I don't know if you can see that. This has an angled brush to it, an angled end to it, and the other end is a spoolie, eyebrows. And then of course we have our eyeshadow brushes, which this part is more for blending, and this one, the pencil end, is going to give you a lot more control. I use this end a lot to do my outer V on my eyes, and then I will take this and blend it, okay? So double duty. I think that's about it. We have other brushes too, but these are the ones that you're probably going to use the most, all right? So we're gonna start with our contour, and normally I will use my detail brush, and I'm just going to touch the edge of it. Can you see? I'm not doing the whole thing, but I'm touching the edge. When I do that, I will get a sharp little line. Can you see that? It's also good for right here. Contouring the nose. Okay. I'm going to use another brush to show you. Let's use the buff brush. Okay, that's this one again. I'm going to use the buff brush. So I'm just tapping here, and there's not much on there. I'm tapping here, and I'm going to just either tap or swipe it on. Okay. This one is going to be good for doing your perimeter of your face. Okay. Let me get this a little bit better over here. And then I'm going to use a different brush when we're going to line down here. And just to show you, I'm going to use this, you know what, I'll go back to my detail brush. And now I'm going to touch like this, the flat side right here. And I'm gonna blend. This one is really good. If you have kind of like jowls here, the skin is starting to get a little loose. That's what happens to us when we get like over our 50s and 60s. You can do this, and then we will put a lighter color over the top. Dark colors are going to make things recede. So anything you're going to put something dark on, it's going to recede. And the light colors are going to make something jump forward or stand out. Can y'all hear my bird? I have such a hard time trying to find a place to film and have lives. I just don't have very many places. So I moved my couch back, and I'm sitting in next to, right in front of me is my big sliding glass door. So, okay. And my bird is right over there. You can hear him right over there. He's happy today. All right, next we're gonna go ahead and put on our main foundation. And I'm gonna use two brushes to show you that. You can even do the hack method. Hack stands for highlight and contour, HAC, okay? Michelle, you like the bird. I don't even hear him anymore because he just kind of blends in, you know. But it stands for highlight and contour. And a lot of people, you will see them, you know, on Instagram and different places, and they will put it on their face like so, you know, like I'm gonna put this side on like this, okay? You can barely see it because it matches my skin tone. This is called amber, all right? Now, depending on if you're looking in a mirror or whatever, it's very easy to get too much on if you do this method. A lot of people just get too much on. So then when they go to blend it out, it's like really thick, it's on there. And so I kind of have been going away from that and trying to help show people how to use the brush to put it on instead. So, I'm going to use this brush right here. There's not very much on there. That's it. Not much on there. Now I'm going to dip it again, and I'm going to go up here around my eyes. If you can see that. Right here, under my nose. Okay? So, the only place that's left now is just like here, under my eyes, here. That's where we're going to put our brightener, okay? And my main that I used today is called Amber. And my brightener that I'm using today, I switched it up today. I went with a different color. This is called Aura, okay? A little bit lighter than the white peach that I usually use. But you can use this end of your detail brush, okay? Here, here. You know, if you don't have enough, you can always go back in, but you don't want to put so much on that it's really thick to begin with. All right. And then for my nose, I'm going to use my little finger, all right? And we're going to put this in between the brows. So basically, you're putting on like an upside down triangle. Think of it like this is your brightening area right here. And this we are going to blend out a little bit more. Okay? Now it's time to blend. All right? You can always go back and put some on, but let's go ahead and blend it now. Now, let's see. Let's go with the end of the 3D brush, okay? I'll blend on one side with this, and I will blend with my, blush and bronzer brush, this end on the other side, okay? So we're just starting here, and I'm just starting with the lightest shade and blending into the darker shade. I'm going to blend the contour out a little bit. And you can overblend really easily, just like there. I pretty much blended it out. You can barely see it. I can always put some more on. But like I said, a lot of our makeups are pretty pigmented, and you don't want to put a whole gob on at the beginning. Hey, Dorothy. Nice to see you. All right. And I used this whole brush, didn't I, on this other side. That's okay. Sometimes I take my finger and I just diffuse this line a little bit. Most of the time when I'm contouring, I use my fingers for that, okay? You don't put very much on. Can you see that? Not much at all. And you just go right down the middle, lightly. And it leaves a tiny little line there, which just accentuates the narrowness. So this light line is going to come forward and the dark is going to recede, okay? Now I'm just gonna tap that out a little bit. All right. I'm gonna put some blush on. I'm sorry, some bronzer on right now. The bronzer that I like to use is called Bella Bronzer. It's right here. And I'm going to use this fluffy end for my bronzer. Not much on there. Can you see it? And it's just going to kind of warm up the face a little bit more. I always put it down my neck so that my neck is, you know, tied in with my face. Okay. Now let's do a little bit of color. I'm going to do a color called Madrid on my lips here. It's kind of a peachy. I think it goes with my eyes. I had already done my eyes this morning because I knew we were going to focus on foundations and brushes and that. I may top it with this color. This is a newer one that they just brought back, okay? It's called Rosewood. And it's more of a gloss. Okay. I'm also going to put the same thing on my cheeks here. And I'm going to put some of the rosewood on top of it. Now that looks like a lot. Don't worry. We're going to blend it out. Short end of the blush and bronzer brush, and we're just going to tap and pounce. And if we you know, move it like this, we're going to move it up and back. And if you have too much, like I came a little close here, I'm just going to take my other end and I'm going to blend that out. I'm also going to take a little bit of this like right over my nose. All right. Let's see. Let's put a little bit of illuminator on. I like illuminator. This is the one that I really like. It's a powder illuminator. We have creams and powders. This one is called Georgia. I just love it. And it's just a little bit of really shimmery gold. It's gonna go right here on the tops of our cheekbones, like where the sun would normally hit. It also helps your cheekbones stand out because we have dark here, we have color here, and we have light here. The dark is gonna recede, the light is gonna come forward. You just don't wanna put shimmer on a place where you have a lot of wrinkles because that's gonna just amplify them, make them stand out more. I think I'm gonna use a little bit of it here on my under my brows as well. And I'm going to use a little on my lips too. Okay, I'm going to put a little bit of, let me bring some of that eyeshadow down underneath my eyes. And I'm going to do that with my little pencil end to my eyeshadow brush here. I'm bringing that color. And by the way, what I have on here is, I have Chai Overall. I have Havana, which is this orangey color across the upper crease here. That's Havana. In the crease, I have, I gotta look. I have Zion in the crease. It's more of a coppery color. All right. I put a little bit of ginger on right behind the lashes. It's a shimmery kind of a gold color. And then I put Drift right here. And I had it under my brow bone, but I just covered it with the illuminator. All right, a little bit of mascara. And this mascara I'm using is by Thrive Cosmetics. I really like it. It lengthens and it doesn't get clogged up. You know what I mean? It doesn't clump, I should say. And I am wearing some lashes. They are just Ardell Wispies. Drugstore. Not expensive at all. I think I got 5 pairs in a pack for like $13 or $14. So yeah, I like the inexpensive ones. Actually, I think these are called, they're either Wispies or Demi Wispies. I buy them. When I put them on, I take the lash band and I trim off the end, of course, to make sure that it fits my eye. I cut off the end and keep it because I can use it later. I take that lash band and I cut it in 3 pieces. I take each piece and I put the glue on the strip and I put it underneath my lashes, underneath. It works like a charm, because when you have a lash that's sitting on top, you're constantly irritating it and moving it because we're taking our makeup off and on. And I just didn't like that. So I started putting mine underneath. I saw someone else do it. There's quite a few people that, have it online. And that way it stays underneath. And when you're putting on and taking off your makeup, it doesn't bother it at all because it's underneath. Every time you shut your eye, close your eye, it's protected because it's underneath. And I have a tutorial on Instagram if you want to see exactly how that works. I put one on there if you're interested. But I think we're all done, except for I'm going to use my Stay Spray now. I'm going to spray this on here. And if you are someone that has a heavy hand and you put your makeup on and it feels a little heavy or sticky or tacky, that just means that you have used too much, because this makeup should never feel that way. So take your Perfector Sponge and you're just going to get it damp, squeeze it out as hard as you can, and then take it and put it in a towel and squeeze it again so that it's just barely damp, just barely damp. When I know I'm going somewhere, I'll do that in the morning, and then I'll just let the sponge kind of sit and dry out a little bit more. There we go. My makeup will stay on all day, okay? I hope you like it. I hope you learned something today about the brushes. And afterwards, if you have any questions about any of these, all you have to do is just drop a comment and I'll answer those, okay? Our brushes they will literally last you, I don't know, a lifetime if you do not soak them. Don't put them in a glass and soak them, because they're glued up in here, and so the water will wick up into where they are glued, and it loosens it, and so all your fibers start to come out. I have a little rubber or plastic, I should say, little makeup thing from e.l.f. It's probably less than $10. And I take my brushes every week. I clean them with just some Dawn detergent, and I just rub them on there until I get all the stuff off. Rinse them under, running water. And then I blot them on a towel, and I just lay them flat, and they dry overnight or several hours. That's the way to clean them, once a week. We also have, oh, Mary's here. Hi, Mary. Hi, Dorothy. Hi, everybody. So we also have this cleaning solution. This stuff it's magic. It is magic. Let's see. I've used one of them here. I'm going to show you which one has the most on it. Well, let's see. We'll go with Mr. Buff brush. There's some on there. Excuse my towel, but I use it just for this. So you're going to just spray it on there, a couple sprays. Take a towel or a paper towel. It's coming off on here. And your brush is clean. And the nice thing about it is it's not wet, it's dry. You can use it right away. Again, if you're changing colors, use your cleansing brush cleaner. Wipe it off, dip it in another color, use it, clean it again. I go through this stuff like crazy. And it smells wonderful too. It's got a wonderful smell. So let's see, to answer your questions now, let's see. Michelle, what brand is your makeup? It's called Seint. S-E-I-N-T, okay? It's a pretty new company. It's only been in existence for about, I would say, maybe 6 years, and 5 of those they have started hiring, you know, or letting people sign on as artists and learn how to apply it. So I will be an artist for 1 year, July 31st, I think, or July 28th is my 1 year anniversary. But I started using it a year before that, and I just literally fell in love with it because it's great for older skin. I found that liquid makeup was, at the end of the day, it would sometimes be cakey, and it would just cake in my creases and my folds here, and I just didn't like the way it looked. So I saw this girl online. She was demonstrating it, and I'm like, whoa, what the heck is that? I kept watching her and watching her. I decided I'm gonna have her color match me. So I, you know, sent her a message. She color matched me. I had my colors back in within a week. I ordered my makeup in the colors that she recommended for me. And I don't think I'll ever go back to anything other than this. It's great. To me, it was just kind of life-changing because it really did take, I think, years off my complexion. It just makes me feel good. Let's see, what else do I want to say? If you are interested in trying it, and by the way, there is a 30-day money-back guarantee if you do not like the makeup, if there's just something about it that you don't like, so there's no risk there. The color match is free. Just drop me a message and let me know you want to be color matched, and I'll send you the form. You just fill it out. You'll attach a selfie to it and hit submit. It comes into me, and I will color match you and get your colors back to you within about 72 hours or so. Okay, give me a couple days, and we'll get you started on it. This makeup is, each of these tins are usually about $14. I can tell you that my hold on one second. This is my case that I use for my own personal. It's a 3-tiered case. I took all of my highlights out of here to put them in the other ones, but this will hold 9 tins. When you get it, you just pop it in there. It's magnetic. It will hold 1, 2, 3, 9 tins. This will hold your highlights, your brighteners, your contour, your bronzer, and a couple lip and cheeks if you want. Now, that's what I put on my first level. On my second level, I put a lot of lip and cheeks that I like, okay? And on my third level, I put my eyeshadows that I like. It's good to keep your creams on one level and your powders on another. That way, if they crumble a little bit, they don't mix in with a cream tin that's sitting right next to it. So anyway, these, I don't have my highlights in here right now, but I can tell you, I'm coming up on a year, like I said, and I have just now started to replace some of my highlight colors because they're down to the bottom of the tin. So they last for a long time. And if you go ahead and you get a compact that has room to grow in it, then every time a new color comes out or you just want to try some new eyeshadows or lip and cheeks, you have room to buy them and just pop them in, because this is made to hold all of your makeup, everything, your foundations, your contours, your blush, your lips, your eyes, and we even have a dark eyeliner that fits in there. Really, the only other thing you would need is your brushes, your compact, and your mascara. That's it. It's one compact makeup. That's what I love about it too. If I travel, I just throw it in my bag and I'm good to go. So let's see. Thank you, Michelle. That's a nice compliment. And yeah. So if you're interested, just drop a comment below or direct message me, and I'll get the form to you and we'll get you started using it. Anyway, it's Friday. We're headed into the weekend. I hope you have a lot of plans and you're going to have fun. It's springtime here in Northwest Indiana, and I'm hoping that we're going to have some more 70-degree days like yesterday. It was wonderful. Michelle, I see you want to color match, so I will, you know what, send me a direct message and then I'll reply to you that way and I'll get the form back to you. So yes, everybody have a great weekend. Make it a good one. And I'll see you on my next live. Okay? Bye now. So I hope that I answered most of your questions. And even if you're still a little confused, it's all right. Just go ahead and drop a comment below and I'll be happy to answer those questions for you. And if you would like to be a color match to begin using Seint Beauty makeup, you need to be color matched by an existing artist, and I can do that for you. I'd be happy to. You will just indicate that you're interested. I'll send you my color match form. You will fill it out. Takes just a few minutes. You're going to attach a selfie to it. Click submit. It'll come into me and I will have your matches back to you within about 72 hours. And I would love to have you follow me on my channel. I'd love to be your makeup artist. And I hope you have a great day. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye now.